have a glass of wine with me tonight.
Oh my God.
Did you find it?
Looks like it's white.
Yeah.
Even though white is just
You can't
yellow.
see that, dude.
Mhm.
You can't judge by color.
How come white wines are yellow for real?
And
They're from
red
grapes.
wines are purple.
I don't know.
Yeah, everything's all whacked. It's not good.
Also, black people aren't black. They're kind of more of a brown. You know?
Yeah, they're by solving racism.
We're going back into the ghostwriter discussion where they try to solve racism.
I jumped straight to that.
No, I did. I'm the one who started talking about.
Oh boy, how did we get
No,
here?
that's why I said thereby solving racism immediately.
Oh, yeah. You just skipped the explanation entirely.
Well, we've told that story here before.
I know. Yes, it's true. It's true.
Everyone listening now has listened to everything we've ever done.
Yes, and definitely remembers which episode
get it.
we talked about
Yeah.
Ghostwriter.
It's like a very long friendship.
Are you talking about,
Yeah.
about
Get it.
the one with Nicolas Cage?
Oh no, the one on PBS.
It was that horribly digitally added dot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
was it digital or was it like a hand drawing? It looked like a hand drawing almost. Like 'cause it was so
It's
smeary.
been too long. I can't be sure. It's just my
And
memory.
It was like 2 frames a second. It was super low frame rate.
Bobby is just losing his mind next to me. If anyone hears a cat meowing, I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah, he's always
Hit
losing his
him.
mind.
Make him learn his lesson.
For the record, I have, but that doesn't work either. Just kidding. I would never.
You've definitely just
I've
punched
him in the face multiple times, and he just keeps getting up. So I don't know.
Yeah.
And you just need a
He's-
phaser
kidding.
to stun your cat.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I love him.
He just tells you I can do this all day. And
Yeah,
just
no,
keeps
for
me
real. He could all day and night.
Fun story. When we first got Bobby, he meowed for a week straight.
Mhm.
Wow.
We're not even
He never
joking.
stopped.
Yeah, like literally, he only stopped while sleeping. But the moment
No,
he woke
he
up,
didn't
he kept.
sleep. He didn't sleep either.
How is this a fun story?
He didn't sleep. Like,
Didn't have any
can
fun.
confirm. He didn't sleep for a week.
Yeah,
And he
he just
meowed.
kept going.
Poor guy.
I that meow is burned in my brain.
Do you ever
Like
think
that.
that he didn't want to be there?
Are you sure it wasn't that baby Jesus from the SNL skit?
It's too much. I was like, we've made a horrible mistake. God for him.
He was like, where did my other cat friends go? Because he was in a adoption room with like 20 other cats.
So you monsters took him from his friends.
Kind of, yeah.
We did.
Oh no.
We separated him from his brother.
Yeah, he had a
Damn.
brother.
Although the adoption
brother?
place.
What was his brother's name? Robbie?
Well, he didn't come as Bobby. He came as Leo.
What?
So we renamed him to Bobby because surprise, he has a bobtail. It's very imaginative.
And
But,
he's not
yeah,
like a Leo the lion kind of personality at all.
no.
Man, you
he's,
just like came in out of nowhere and totally upended his life.
Mm-hmm.
Even
yeah,
you name
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, let's.
This episode's a weird one. I don't know what I'm not sure what I watched. I'm a
I
little.
want to start by issuing an apology.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's
All right,
never
Ricardo,
happened
let's
before.
hear it.
I'm
Yeah, this is
curious.
rare. What is the apology for?
You
This
have
is
the stage.
unprecedented.
I said some comments in another episode, and I'm gonna take them back.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I may have insulted someone, so I'm gonna take this back. I'll tell you exactly what I said, and then I'll take it back.
Okay.
I said in a couple episodes ago, I misspoke and said that the Crazy Horse strip club was in the Valley, and I apologize. It's not the Crazy Horse. It's Crazy Girls.
Well, then that's not
So-
even.
Yeah,
then that's not even like a Native American.
Tomato. It's okay.
I looked it up and I was like, God damn it, I'm an idiot. Some dude's like planning a vacation.
Unless there's a famous Native American named Crazy.
No,
Horse.
so sorry. So there is a Crazy Horse strip club. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah.
The one I was thinking of, the one that like I've driven past 100 times, is Crazy Girls. So I want to apologize. I wasn't thinking. I should have looked it up. if you plan to hold
I'll bet
vacation,
it's false advertising. I'll bet
and
they're
no, dude,
perfectly
there's
sane.
someone who planned a vacation. They're like, I'm gonna go to the Crazy Horse in LA, and you come here and you're like, I can't find it. It's Crazy Girls. I apologize.
Crazy Girls.
Yeah. You're gonna have a good time either way, but it's just it's
Yeah.
a different strip.
We got to
club.
know the right thing to put into our Google Maps,
yeah.
Google directions.
Because the only other two options near the West Coast is in San Francisco. There was also a Crazy Horse.
Yes, there is,
but it may be shut down. It might be shut down right now. Yeah. And then Vegas used to have the Crazy Horse, then the Crazy Horse 2, and both of those are definitely gone. We're running out of Crazy Horses.
Yeah,
so,
strip clubs.
Yeah,
I know way too much about this line of strip clubs at this point.
Yeah.
I'm the only prominent one that remains is the Paris one. That one is, but then that's a cabaret burlesque show.
That one's still going strong, but you know what? It's not the same, dude. Because it's a burlesque show.
It's very classy.
These ones were real gritty. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know if I can even believe you, Ricardo.
I know. I hope I can get the public's trust back one day. I'm gonna try
brick
my best.
By brick, you'll rebuild it.
I'm gonna rebuild it. I'm gonna from now on. I'm gonna really study up on my strip clubs. I'm gonna be there as much as I can. I'm gonna really do some community service at these strip clubs. Whatever they need, I'm gonna be there for them and help them rebuild. So,
right.
Hopefully.
Well, the least we can do, is at least have your penance served by watching more TNG.
Oh, I was gonna say go to one strip. I was like, if that's what you think, I'll do it, dude. Who am I to say no? Like the public demands it.
Yeah. Well, in this case, we have to watch more. Is it mediocre? Is this a mediocre episode of TNG? I feel like it's a lesser version of.
I feel like it's borderline mediocre.
It's fine. I don't know how the two plots relate to each other, really. Like,
they don't at all. This is a classic, completely separate B story.
I'm very confused.
I thought at the end, I was like, oh, so I figured out the what's her name? Deanna.
Okay.
I figured out Deanna.
Figured out the Deanna.
The storyline pretty fast. Like, the point is that she's got it's like the what's it called? Mitsubishi Maroon test.
The Kobayashi Maru.
Bingo.
That is technically different.
The
Kobayashi Maru is about
same thing though. Like you have to accept a certain thing in order to pass it.
There's a point in the episode where she asks almost like directly, is this a no-win situation like scenario that you're putting me through, which would be the Kobayashi Maru.
Yeah.
But there is a winning situation there. It's just that they are saying that the winning situation is you must order someone to die.
Yeah, it's a big cost.
So you must learn to, like, Deanna has to learn to embrace her Satsui no Hado and, have enough killing intent to be a commander.
Yeah.
Combined with, forget that Data is available to go into a radiated tunnel and survive. But
no, he's not. He's on the planet right now. No holodeck datas are available.
Yeah. And I thought the idea was that the way it related to the other storyline was that Data had to be like, this little girl's got to die in order for this society to keep going. You know what I mean? Like,
you have the stem cells to save your entire society, little girl.
Yeah.
I need to.
And we got to kill this little girl, and he's gonna figure it out. You know what I mean? And it didn't work out for me. In my storyline,
it was just unreal. I thought maybe the way it could connect is at the end, Deanna in command is the one who leads the mission to save Data.
Yeah, that could have been something.
Could have been a little.
Instead, it's just the tiniest little button at the end. It's like, hey, you're promoted. Okay.
Yeah.
These were like two stories that like they just had laying around, and they were like, we can just put these,
Yeah, because how are you gonna? Because the Deanna storyline's like kind of cool, but also like there's no way that's a whole episode. So it has to be a B story to something. And then this episode, if it was this A story, it would have been like. I already know the thing that bothered Dan the most, which is when Data first shows up and he talks super slow, and you're like, just get the fuck on with it. Like,
he's like,
well, I think the bigger thing that I got stuck on this time was, so much about science and, scientific concepts and info, but you don't know what radioactive means?
That's exactly the other thing, is that like you remember chemical compositions and like the way things
you remember so much, but just that one thing.
And then the way he started talking, he shows up and he's like,
Well, okay. I was looking at Memory Alpha, and I was looking at Memory Alpha, and I did find like an explanation that helped contextualize the beginning of like Data's introduction.
Yeah,
and it was because the idea that like spurred this episode was Data as Frankenstein.
I got that reference. Yeah, I did. I kind of was just like that. This feels very like
befriend the little girl, become ostracized by the community.
When he shows
specifically the middle part where he has already been created and he's wandering.
It was very clear when they take off his face, they do the face off thing. And then he's wearing a cloak, and I'm like, this is very like Frankenstein. Like he's hiding in the shadows, and he's like, stay there. You don't want to see me like this, you know?
Yeah.
I'm hiding in the basement.
I got that reference for sure.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
You're crazy. I like you, but you're crazy.
I don't think enough about Frankenstein in my day-to-day life to have like remembered it for the references.
It's pronounced Frankenstein, dude. Get it fucking right, dude.
Frankenstein?
Yeah.
Frankenstein?
This is just like the crazy horse thing, dude.
Wait, is it Steen or Stein?
Stein.
That's just the young Frankenstein joke where he goes, it's actually Frankenstein.
But I mean, like, if you were like trying to pronounce it as a German name, like for real,
I think it would be Frankenstein because like a Stein mug or a Stein cup. Or
like Reinhardt.
Yeah.
Like Frankenstein cowboy.
Like a rhinestone cowboy.
It's a Thenonsilf. That's the proper pronunciation of the episode we watched. It first aired on February 14th of 1994. Thine own self, to know thine own self, which he doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't know he does that either.
He's like, who am I?
Yeah.
When
well,
am
eventually he gets back to being himself. And pretty much the whole time in the village, Data is behaving pretty much like as Data would.
Yeah.
Yeah, just without all the context.
Here's what I hated about the show, dude.
Okay.
Is that they gave him a good fucking look, dude. Like new hairstyle, and then they never went back to it. You know what I mean?
Oh, the nice coif he has. It's like poofier.
Yeah, dude. Let him change it up. He's got the cholo fucking slick back with 3 flowers hair, dude.
They should have fixed his face.
And
he should
now
look like Kano forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. The thing is, like, okay, that is a really cool look. The Terminator face, the Terminator level
with so many distracting lights. It's so many lights.
That's future. That is future technologies from the 90s. Okay, it is blinking lights and uncable managed cables.
You know what I'm talking about?
That song.
The song?
No.
What's that?
Someone's out there knows what I'm talking about, dude.
That's such a.
I mean, it almost sounds like grazing in the grass.
You sound like you're doing the.
I'm not sure.
The theme from there's the smiling.
Oh wait, I think I know the song you're talking about. I think I know the song you're talking about. I think I do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I do. I got it.
What?
I got it.
What is it called? What is it called, Sarah? What is it called?
I don't know what it's called. I have no idea what it's called, but I know what you're talking about.
You mean Sandstorm?
Sounding like the contradictory thing.
Are you saying Sandstorm?
I thought you were crazy, but now I
dude.
follow you. I'm following.
I'm not crazy, dude. This song's badass, dude.
You are crazy though. That's a separate issue.
No, that's not it, dude. Fuck, you're butchering the song, dude.
Anyway, Thine Own Self first aired.
How would you even Google
February.
that? Like, to find out what it is.
Well, you used to be able to kind of hum into your Shazam / song identifier. It doesn't work as well anymore. Especially what Ricardo's doing is good.
Dude.
But Thine Own Self first aired on February 14th of 1994, which is only one day after Paradise from DS9. So I don't think there's an Around the Sun. However, are there any other updates, Dan?
There was an episode of The Simpsons that aired.
Oh my God. Well, you know what?
Actually, you see, the doors on Star Trek were not mechanical. We had a stagehand on either side who would pull the door open when he saw you approach.
Excellent.
The episode of The Simpsons that had aired on the 10th of February that week was Homer and Apu. This was the episode where Apu lost his job at the Quickie Mart, after which he was replaced by none other than hilarious guest star but real-life jerk James Woods.
We didn't quite know yet.
At the time, it wasn't yet known.
Remember, he was also Hades, and you were like, oh, sick. Hercules is awesome.
And then like his performances have been consistently good, like even through Family Guy.
Yeah, he's great.
It's just that otherwise he was a real jerk.
Also, one of the best musical sequences in The Simpsons ever made.
Who Needs the Quickie Mart did indeed come from that episode. Other notable bits include Jimbo saying, "I'm me," Homer saying, "It's true, we're so lame," and the giant cowboy hat with the camera in it that had only 1 day from retirement. I love the phrasing, "That hat's been with the station for 20 years." That's just really funny to me.
Also, I believe this is the one where Apu worked so many shifts, he thought he was a hummingbird.
Yes, that.
What? How? What? I don't understand that. Actually, do.
Exactly. That's because I think he worked like a 72-hour shift or something.
And so it cuts to like CCTV footage of Apu flitting by side to side while making those noises.
Now we'll never see Apu again because The Simpsons decided to just get rid of him instead of casting him.
It's
dude, guys.
You don't know what
the song. I know the song. I know the fucking song, guys.
Oh, finally!
All right.
The song is called Sandstorm.
I said Sandstorm, you bitch.
I never listened to you.
I said Sandstorm like 4 times, you bitch. Sorry, now I know you're not listening to me. You fucking
and that's the one that goes.
That's what I said, you fucking bitch.
Yeah. Somewhere I did get it. Okay.
Yeah. Sarah got it
because it's a joke. Of course, Ricardo would remember that. The only techno song Ricardo remembers is Darude Sandstorm.
It's either that or Ecuador Bruce Wayne mix from The Riddler's Revenge.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Or Mambo No. 5 by Lou Bega.
Yeah, the most Latin techno song of all time.
Yeah. Love that song.
Yeah.
Well, that was the update I had.
Oh, fantastic. Well, you know what? Let's get our next update from Ekster. Because you know what? I did actually end up receiving a package from Ekster.
Really?
And it is...
Aside from the vacuum?
Aside from the vacuum. It's funny because they emailed me saying, "I'm sorry, we're having shipping issues." And then literally like 30 minutes later, I was like, "No, wait, I got it." And they never responded after that. So I don't know what's going on.
They ghost you?
But it's basically their travel pack, but much larger.
Whoa.
So I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So you could check that out. I think that's coming out eventually.
It's a travel pack.
Remember the vacuum? Like you can like put stuff in it and it'll vacuum it down. It'll like make it smaller, make like 3 times smaller, I think. So, you know,
like a space saver.
Yeah, it's basically Space Saver started it all. And then everyone
they just need to put more handles on it. And wheels.
Yeah, and you know, I think I might be breaking an embargo by talking about this, but that's fine.
God damn it, Marvin.
Wow.
You don't give a shit about the rules, dude.
It was fun while it lasted, Ekster.
They're eventually going to have a larger...
Never tell Marvin a secret, dude.
Never.
Yeah, like Darude Sandstorm. I won't be able to keep it a secret, but yeah, you can check out...
Well, everyone knows Darude Sandstorm, so yeah.
No, it's definitely
Good job
the best
keeping your mouth shut, Marvin.
Yeah.
The best kept secret,
dude.
In...
This is when nobody likes you, Marvin.
Yeah, nobody.
because he couldn't keep Darude Sandstorm a secret.
Yeah, dude.
God fucking damn it.
Go to Ekster.com. Check out their wallets. I like their wallets the most. I think we all do. Because their wallets are pretty sick. Button. Yeah, they got the quick access button. They have the nice colorways. It's got the Parliament version, which is now called the Ekster Wallet Pro. And they also
everything's going the Pro.
Why do they gotta copy Apple, dude?
Pro.
Start your own shit, dude.
It's true. Everyone is copying Apple.
Everyone's just what's the difference between like what makes you a pro? You know what I mean? Like, I
gotta have a premium option for the flexors.
I'm a professional.
But what is the difference between a Pro and a Pro Max? What is the fucking difference?
Like, even condoms now.
I don't know.
They're like, oh, you want the Durex or Durex Pro?
Yeah, like what?
Yeah,
Pro, Max.
Yeah, and it's or Pro
Maximum.
Max condoms. And you're like, I don't know, dude. Just give me menthols, dude. Menthol condoms.
I need to flaunt my status.
You want menthol condoms?
Yeah, dude. It's
why?
For pleasure, dude.
Does that pleasure anyone? That's weird.
Dude. Yeah.
Oh
Smooth
my god,
taste, dude.
Yep.
Does Sam Rockwell convince you of this?
Yeah, dude.
Then he winked.
Regular or menthol. So if you want regular
in
or
college,
menthol,
they would give out like flavored condoms. Do you remember that?
Yes. Yes.
Did you have that in college?
No, I dropped out.
You dropped
We
out
had that in college. We had that at Cal Arts as well. Cal Arts, they were giving out like literally like bowls of condoms.
Goddamn hippies, dude.
No, the flavored. It's like the flavored.
I'm assuming it was a bowl that you could take condoms from, and not.
Yes.
They were handing out bowls of condoms.
No.
I thought they were handing out bowls.
So at like I think they literally at each apartment dropped off like a small plastic bowl of condoms. Our apartment had one.
Okay.
So
yeah, at that scale that works.
I mean,
and
first.
And they were indeed flavored, some of them. So I was like,
Did you try them?
Yeah, the flavored ones are weird.
Well, it was marked. It would say strawberry.
Any of them dick flavored?
So you're like, oh, let me try this one. Let me try the strawberry one this time.
Thank you.
No, I took the label's word for it. I didn't unwrap it to then lick it to taste to make sure it tastes like strawberry.
Yeah,
there should be like a sample spot on the wrapper.
Yeah, like a scratch
and sniff. Yeah,
like a perfume sample. You have a condom sample.
God, nasty.
Oh.
Quick way to get a yeast infection for sure.
But
Put that
don't use
anywhere else other than your mouth.
Don't use the sample, dude.
No.
She means like Dan said.
I mean, like if you were to actually use it as intended, I mean, if it's going anywhere other than your mouth, you're gonna get some.
They're not putting
real
strawberries. You know they do chemical stuff to make it smell like that, right? Like it's not.
It still fucks with your insides.
Gonna get a fucking
dude.
This
these scientists are not like fucking like Data in the time travel episode that we watched today, where his mind travels back in time.
I don't know. I mean, if you know what, Ricardo,
do not advise.
If you believe in that so much, you should stick a condom up your butt and then see if that holds okay.
Technically, we have more taste buds in our buttholes, dude, than our mouths.
It's true. Yeah.
That's true.
It's why
I think that's true. Yeah.
It was a trend for a while to have alcohol poured in your asshole.
Well, if you put cocaine in your butthole, it gets to your bloodstream faster, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, because of the mucous membrane exposed.
Yeah. It's a highway to the bloodstream.
That's why mules have to be really careful because if one of those bags,
if you're diabetic like myself, you want to take your insulin through your butthole.
Yeah,
it gets
absolutely.
It gets to your blood quicker.
Absolutely.
Wow.
That's how that works.
The more you know.
Yeah, dude.
Take it from Ricardo.
God damn it, dude. We're going to go to jail, dude. First the crazy horse.
We're not giving medical advice. Check with your doctor first.
Yeah, dude.
Not medical advice. This is not medical advice. This is wallet advice. Go to Ekster.com.
Yeah. I forgot to.
EKSTER.com. Use our offer code Newbie for an additional 20% off site-wide.
That's a bigger this spot.
It's a bigger discount than any other place you'll get a code for Ekster. So again, Ekster.com. Use our offer code Newbie for 20% off. We're the only places around that offers 20%. And you know what? Ekster likes when we talk weird shit because they keep giving us bigger discounts to our listeners. So we're doing something right. You think it's an
apology to the listeners? Like, oh, sorry, these guys.
We're so sorry.
We're talking about butthole
Whatever
flavors.
it is, it's working.
It's working. Just like Anakin says, it's working.
Yeah.
He was
Yippee! He says.
Yeah, every time we talk about dick skin wallets, there's a young Anakin yelling, yippee!
Yeah.
As he runs off.
And then there's a teenage one going, sand. It gets everywhere. So of course.
I'll try dick skin. That's a good trick.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody. Let's ask Denise.
Calm down,
Ricardo. Could you please tell us what happened in this episode?
Damn, dude.
Ricardo's not
He's really hit you today.
Yeah. You got me, dude. Got me emotional, dude. Right in the butthole, where all the emotions come from.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I am still recovering from some dental surgery. So I'm talking
fair.
funny, more than usual. Maybe I'm mumbling more than usual, or it sounds like I'm slurring my words.
You've learned to imitate us exactly.
Yes,
exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
This episode was
just yells, "Look at
me!" Here's the thing about this episode is that I think that it's silly and dumb and not a good 7th season episode.
How many times have you said that?
Yeah.
It's like every episode.
I think every episode of the 7th season in TNG has.
No, there's an episode that I gave like a 10 to, didn't I?
That was Lower Decks. Lower Decks
that was the good.
Yeah, that was a banger, dude. We should
Lower Decks
all but one.
Yeah,
we should just watch Lower Decks again.
But I'll tell you about this episode is that at least I have this with movies too, is that like some movies you're like, oh, I'll never watch this movie, but you know what? It's a good movie to play at a party. Like if a party is really loud and people are just walking around talking to the people and like, having fun. I used to love when I hosted parties back in the day. I would love to put movies in the background and just kill the audio. And then put the subtitles on.
Do you have the subs on? Yeah. Okay, good.
And then people are like, "What the fuck is this movie?" Like, you put on like
right. One of those is Puma Man. Or Puma Man, because Puma Man is kind of boring to watch actively, but if you catch a glimpse of it every once in a while, you're like, "What the fuck's going on?"
Same thing with this episode. Like, you're like, "What the hell?" Now he took his face off. Yeah, what's going on?
Why is he pouring poison into a well?
Why is this girl?
Why does everyone have a weird rash?
This episode was actually nominated for an Emmy.
Oh my God.
Stop it now,
The
Dan.
Emmy Academy doesn't know what the
it.
fuck they're talking about, dude.
It was nominated for an Emmy for Outstanding Individual Achievement in Art Direction for a series, which is why I brought it up right now.
I was about to say it. Maybe it's for the makeup, because that's a pretty cool makeup job in Data, but art direction? What in particular was...
I guess because the society had a unique look about it, like a. But
that's more the costuming. That's more the costuming than it is the set design.
Art direction might encompass it all.
Okay. Let me look that up, dude.
Yeah, I don't know how the rules are for Emmys right now or back then.
They're very loosey goosey.
No, they explicitly do not. Yeah, it is explicitly separate. It's just one of their canned villages. It's the same fucking village we see all the time.
In fact, okay, I should have gone back to check. Is the door the same door from Space Scotland?
Oh, it might be.
I don't know. It just looked kind of familiar. It's
it feels familiar.
You just know that. I mean, they have to be reusing sets, right? So I'm sure there is something here that explains where. Continue, Ricardo, while I research this.
Yeah, for some reason it was nominated for an Emmy.
Yeah,
That's surprising.
Shame on them, dude, for nominating this one.
Shame on that.
So the episode starts off, and they just picked up Deanna. She was at a school reunion or some bullshit. Yeah. And she comes back and Beverly's in charge, and you're like, what the fuck? How many people have died on her watch,
Yeah.
And she is always willing to order people to their death. So
that's true. So that was the fastest test she passed.
She must have passed. Yeah. She's like, we didn't even get to the part where you had to send somebody to their death and you've already killed 5 crew members.
But what she said was like, Jordy, if you go in that thing, can you fix it? And Jordy says, yeah. Said, Worf, you should join him.
Yeah, you join him. And Broccoli Rob, go in there too, dude. Just in case.
Also, Broccoli Rob, while you're going in, phaser the hole shut so no one can leave.
Yeah. Also,
and then
Miles,
she spiked an exocomp in.
Yeah, Miles, can you transport Riker in there as well? Just to overlook these 3 goons.
Yeah.
And then while we're at it, let's send the Irish people with no shoes on and Venom. Let's get him in there.
Yeah.
just genocide before they even got to the fucking problem.
By the way, this set apparently was never used before. It'll be used in future episodes.
Really?
Okay.
What do you mean future? This is season 7, dude.
Well, there's more episodes this season.
I guess so. Anyway, so she shows up and Beverly is like in charge and she's like, oh, I thought you'd be done with, you got a really late shift. And she's like, oh, I love this. She's like ordering people around and like,
that's what it kind of comes across as. Everyone kind of just goes, I really like telling people what to do. Like, I wish I could be in that spot more. You know what I mean? Like,
I've seen many people be in charge, right? You've seen Data, you've seen Worf, you've seen Riker. I don't like her attitude. You know what I mean? I'm trying to think if you've seen. No, I'm trying to see how many other crew members that
everyone's had at least one turn.
Yeah, everyone's had a turn except Deanna, of course.
Deanna did have one turn.
Yes, it was like everyone was leaving, and then but even her, she didn't sound like she sounded like normal. But Beverly sounds like I hate to say it, dude. I hate to say it. It should sounds like when you put. You know how sometimes like teachers as a wild experiment, they'll be like, oh, this person is a teacher for the day, and then there's one person who is like, you're like, don't pick her, dude. Don't pick her, please don't pick her, and that's the person they pick. And boom, she instantly becomes a dictator, dude. Instantly.
What are you talking about? What
teacher for a day? You never had that?
Teacher for a day? You never had teacher for a day?
No.
Oh wow. I know what you're talking about. Mm-hmm.
Is this like in high school or something?
Marvin, of this phenomenon, but I don't know if I've ever seen it happen.
Marvin,
personally.
where? Oh, were you homeschooled, dude? What's going on, dude?
Well, is this in high school? You're saying that happened?
No, this is like you've had it in elementary school, middle school,
middle. Yeah.
Oh, that never happened. No, I've never seen this before. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds like a bad idea. Why would you ever put a student in charge of a classroom? That sounds like a disaster waiting to happen.
It feels like more of as an experiment. And like a teaching moment.
It sounds like a Fallout Vault experiment. Like, let's put the students in charge of the teachers.
It's really to see, well, in my head, at least, it's really to show kids like
whether or not you're willing to order someone to their death.
Yes.
You're doing like basically a quick Stanford experiment with prison experiment with a bunch of children.
You know how the people say like, "Oh, you change with money. Now that you have money, you've changed." And it's like, no, I've always been an asshole. You just haven't noticed that I was an asshole.
You just haven't had the ability to express more of your assholishness.
Yeah.
Without the
money. Same thing with that. Like, it really like shows like, oh, this person's a piece of shit. It just now that they're in charge, you clearly see that they were a piece of shit.
Power doesn't corrupt. Power reveals what the person really is.
And it just shows. You know what I mean? I don't like her attitude, but here's the thing: is that like I'm coming this with a biased point of view. You know what I mean? You know how I feel about Beverly. She's a criminal. She should have been like tried many seasons ago, and they should have brought back Polanski, the great nurse Polanski.
Absolutely.
And again, according to you, Picard also should have been tried a long time ago.
Yes, dude. He shouldn't have been.
Yeah, like most of the crew should be gone already.
Yeah. Like, there should be no Picard show in my eyes because he's a 10-time war criminal.
Again, our fantasy was at the end of Best of Both Worlds. Picard isn't in command, and Riker remains in command for a bit.
Bingo.
We see what happens. You know that would have been neat.
And then Thomas shows up and fights him for command.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Picard
He's
jumps
like, now that
in.
you're in command, I get to take Deanna. If you know what I mean.
And then it becomes a triple threat match for the captain championship
using Anbo Jutsu.
Yeah. They bring back the dad, and he says, pick your favorite son. You know. And he's like, I pick good Riker. Anyway, so GR. So she's just really smug. I don't like her at all.
She goes, to be fair, I just really like it.
Yeah,
you know, I just really like being in charge.
And so Deanna kind of sparks something. Deanna also like. Riker brings this up later. I'm just going to run through her story and because it just doesn't connect.
Yeah.
So I don't have to be
completely separate.
Yeah. So at one point she talks to Riker and she's like, hey, I want to take the test that'll let me be in charge. I want to be in charge of the big boat. You know what I mean? And he's like, oh, is this because you just came back from your reunion, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's one of the reasons that sparked it. And then coming back and saying they're letting the death doctor fucking just take over the ship like that. Like that's fucking criminal, dude. And she's like, well, if she can be in charge, I can be in charge, you know?
No.
It's giving people ideas, dude. And so she takes the test and she keeps failing a certain part of the test. And the point is that she has to be okay with sending people to their death.
Right.
Yeah.
Which Picard is very comfortable with. And again, I don't know.
I mean, the last episode of TNG, he just sent the Ensign Cito to her death. So I mean, he's not like comfortable doing it, but he's like, well, we gotta do it. I mean, we gotta
send this young lady to her death, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't really love how it plays out when it happens because it's just odd that it has to be her idea and no one else seems to acknowledge it as a possibility first.
Yeah.
You mean
I don't like that. I don't like that he should have had 3 people, dude. You know what I mean? And go, hey, this is a top secret mission. You know what I mean? He should have. I felt too much like it was a setup, dude.
Wait, what are we talking about? Sorry.
About that
I'm talking about Deanna. Are you talking about the last episode?
I'm talking about the last episode. Sorry.
You're talking about Lower Decks.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why I'm confused.
Sorry.
Okay.
What are you talking about? What do you mean, Deanna?
No, I didn't like how the moment where she realized, I have to order him to die.
Yes.
And like how that played out and how like Worf is like, hey, that amount of radiation is going to kill him.
Yeah.
And like, there's very little deliberation beyond that. It's just like, well, okay, you do it though. Just go.
Anyway.
Yeah.
She's like,
Geordi doesn't even say like, you know what? For the ship, I'll do it. No, like there's no, there's no.
It's the ship over everything, apparently.
Yeah. It's like a gang, dude. A gang over everything, dude. You know?
But like none of the Hollow crew act like heroes or crew members as they normally would.
No one goes, hey, do you like Worf should have been like, hey, do you want me to tell your dead mom anything, dude? The one that we can't find? When we find her, do you want us to tell her anything?
The moment he dies, they find his mom and they're like, how's Geordi been?
We found her, dude. Geordi's dead. By the way.
It's like, I won't believe that Geordi's gone. I have to find him.
Yeah. Well, go in this tube, dude. So that's it basically. He's and then Riker too, he's like, oh, you're never gonna pass if you can't. And I don't like that either. He's like, if you can't figure it out, then you'll never figure it out. Like
he's really mean.
Yeah, he's really mean about it. And it's like, dude, calm down, dude. How many times like it felt like he was just annoyed that he had to test somebody.
He might be overcompensating because there is technically a conflict of interest because he's like her lover. So I mean, I imagine, but he's still in charge of
the Lambada, dude,
administering the test.
What does he call her?
So
Lambada.
Yeah, Falco Lombardi.
Yeah, exactly.
Lombardi.
Yeah, exactly.
Falco Lombardi. Yeah, and so he doesn't want to test her again. He's like, we're done with this, dude. This stupid idea, dude. Get it out of your head. You're not good enough, dude. And he's like, and she yells like, I don't want your life. And so she does the test again.
Died.
Yeah. And then she does the test and she passes. And Riker's like, you did it. You're capable. You became a Beverly. That's what we call people here that are willing to kill Beverlys.
I thought the whole process would be longer than it was.
It was pretty short, dude.
Actually, because Data was only gone a few days.
Yeah.
So
she studied so hard, dude. She was like, okay, gotta send him to the death. And that was it. She just basically learned that sometimes you gotta crack a few eggs to make an omelet, you know?
What if someone passes what if someone passes the engineering test too easily?
Yeah.
Like what if they're super willing to let people die?
They're like, you 10 dudes, get in there, dude. Figure it out.
What if does that also fail the test? Because they're like, okay. So
this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. You 10 people, we're gonna send you guys in. And as you guys die, we'll send another person in. We're going to do it from shortest to tallest. Shortest person go. They're like, what the fuck, dude? He's like, this is the only diplomatic way.
One idea I had is that maybe by the time Deanna figured it out, she was like, okay, I know what to do. And she went in and speed ran it. And she's like, Geordi.
That's kind of what she's doing. Yeah, she was speed running it because she knows the steps they're going to go through. So she's kind of being like...
Yeah, she jumped straight to killing Geordi.
Yeah.
Yeah, she skipped all the cutscenes.
She's like, Geordi, I'm going to kill you and throw your dead, lifeless body in there.
And then Joyce would say, good job, you passed.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get the Chrono Trigger skip to the end of time ending.
So then that's the B storyline. Very simple. And then the A storyline is, while this is happening...
Deanna now outranks both Data and Geordi and Worf. She is now... Yeah, because she's now a commander. She's now the same rank. She's the same rank as Riker now.
Right.
So that's
why is actually why should have been.
Why?
Because that's how that works, I guess. So
until now, she was a lieutenant commander, but now she's a commander.
Yeah, which I find interesting. She's now technically. She's technically both Deanna and Beverly, I think, are of higher rank than Geordi, Worf, and Data. I think out of all those, it's the most bewildering that Data is still a lieutenant commander. He should probably honestly be a captain of his own ship by this point.
Yeah,
he really should be.
Yeah.
But Geordi and Worf, sure, because they got other stuff to do.
Geordi's got to sexually harass people. He's not allowed to be captain. He's like,
that's what's holding back his career. Yeah.
You either got to be in charge of an all male fucking starship or nothing, you know?
Yeah. And Worf just keeps killing people. So you can't.
He's like, I challenge you to the death.
Yeah.
And so then the A storyline is they've dropped off, and I don't get this because at one point she Beverly is like, "Oh, I'm calling Data," and then she's like, "But why? Aren't you supposed to like contact him later?" And he's like, "Yeah, I just wanted to try now." It's like, for what reason, dude? Just because you're in charge right now? Like, there's no fucking reason for anything of this. You know what I mean?
Just wanted to talk to him. She's like, "What's up? How you doing?"
Yeah, how you doing,
It's
buddy?
an awkward exchange.
Yeah. I have a theory that
The whole thing's so weird.
I have a theory that she's the reason that he got zapped, dude.
Because she fucked up sending him there.
Like, yeah, she sent him a text message, and he
it blew up the thing.
Yeah, blew up the thing. He fucking got his wires all crossed. And that's my theory.
That scene where she's in the chair talking to Deanna is also really weird because like she's kind of like ignoring her. Like she's doing it very distractedly. She's just constantly pushing buttons.
Yeah,
on her captain's chair console. She's not really looking at her.
How do you get the wipers going?
They're just
they're trying to imply that doing that is how you command.
Just gotta keep pushing buttons.
Required.
Even though no other captain has done that. Every other captain calls out their orders. Yeah.
No one's ever been like, let me. But the truth is that
just do random business on a laptop or
this
on
isn't
my.
Really a captain
on the night shift, those guys don't take orders.
Yeah.
You just gotta use the panel.
What you don't know is that since it's a smaller crew at night,
please use the kiosk to order.
The smaller crew at night, they can't go to the bathroom, so they got to use the captain's bidet, which is in the captain's chair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it looks like she's just sitting there, but she's taking a shit, dude.
Mm-hmm. Just pushing one out all the time.
It's one of those like futuristic Japanese toilets.
Okay.
So then they go. So she's messaging him this, and I'm sure that this was what happened. She's messaging him when she's not supposed to. By the way, he gets zapped over there because it's all the goddamn text messages coming in at one time. Fucking blows up his fucking thing, and it fries his circuits, dude. And then he shows up all Frankenstein-ish to the town, and he's like, my name's Radioactive man. And
Iceman.
No, it's Jaden. He was named Jaden before any Gen Z kid.
Yeah. Jaden with the lineup haircut and shit.
Yeah.
And so he shows up, and this planet, this group of people, they're colonial people. I don't know what you call them. Like they're not.
It's weird. They kind of visually look like they're in the Renaissance, like maybe not the Renaissance, maybe like the Enlightenment period. Yeah. But their understanding of science seems to be more Greek because they have like 4 elements.
They're always eating yogurt.
They worry about like the blood being hot, which is a very Greek thing.
Yeah.
So it's almost like they have like a Greek level of technology, which is interesting.
Yeah. They're like, let's all get naked and wrestle.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And
absolutely.
Have eternal fire. Anyway, so he shows up and he's like, and he's supposed to like rid the planet of some radioactive debris and shit. And so he shows up with the fucking radioactive pieces. And he shows up and his circuits are all fried. He doesn't know how to talk very well. And he's like, friend. and then the little girl's like, oh, I like him. He's got cool hair.
Mm.
Very innocent. If he had shown up with his cholo hair, that's how we should have known he was electrocuted because he had electrocuted hair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think they're implying that he's definitely battle damaged right now.
Yeah.
Like his comm badge is burnt and ripped off somehow. And
And so he shows up to this town and no one questions it. They're like, oh, he's a traveler. And
well, they're just being very nice. It's nice to be greeted by a town without like anger, just to exist.
And this town, like they're all got birthmarks in their foreheads. And they're like, this little girl like just loves him. She's like, oh, this is simpleton. I really fell in love with him. He's just he's a great dude. And
Data has a habit of like being friends with little girls.
I don't like that, dude. Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah. He's a robot. So, yeah.
Oh.
I do get scared.
Very weird.
That he's
it's not like he's going after him though.
Hear me out. Hear me out, Dan. Hear me out. I don't like it because he's like, I got to study all forms of humanity. And he goes through the records and he gets to the fucking Epstein files.
Oh no.
I don't like it, dude. I don't like it. I don't like that he has access to too much shit. Some stuff he shouldn't have access to. You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully one would think when he reaches the Epstein files, he reaches the same conclusion he did at the end of that Collector episode where he goes, oh, you can no longer be allowed to exist. And then he just starts like going after them.
you think he time travels? Oh, dude, imagine he time travels back to the past and he kills everybody in the Epstein list.
I mean,
that would be a good banger episode, dude.
fixed timeline,
dude.
God, before they can do anything, he like heads to like a year before it all starts, and he goes, "Let's nip this in the bud now."
Yeah, and you're like, why do all these famous people keep dying?
That's just a boilerplate Star Trek story.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
but that's what I.
The name of the episode is the Epstein Files, and then it's just Data going back in time, killing everyone. Epstein.
and then at the end he goes, "Do you guys know about Jeffrey Epstein?" And he's like, "Who the fuck is that?" And he's like, "I've done my job. See you guys later."
He's like,
love that.
Yeah.
Job well done. And he knows no one will ever appreciate his work except him.
Then in that timeline, Kid Rock is president. Oof.
God damn it, we can't win.
But maybe in that timeline, he decided to be a good person, and it's actually like, who knows?
He's not Kid Rock. He's adolescent Rock.
He's adult Rock.
Maybe the rain is donuts there.
Adolescent Rock.
Adult Bebop.
But yeah, that's what I fear, Dan. That like he's gonna get into some weird file and be like, I got to study all forms of society, a human, human psyche, and then I don't. So some things I fear, dude. But anyway, he gets there, and this family takes him in right away. They're like, we don't care. He might be a monster. He's staying that we don't put a fucking guard on him. Nothing. They're
being nice. They're being a nice guy.
Yeah.
Nice people,
Yeah. And so they take him in, and immediately they're like, what's in here, dude? And they bust it open, and they realize that they're like, all these beautiful fucking rocks and stuff.
We've got a Chernobyl situation happening.
Yeah, exactly. And before that, though, we have this lady who's like she's a witch / like scientist of the town.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, his heart's normal, And I'm like, does Data have like a fake heartbeat that he
does have a heartbeat? Yeah. So this was explained in the episode where Julian Bashir hung out with them for. Yeah, he hung out with them for a bit. Yeah. He was like, "You have a pulse?" He's like, "Oh yeah. I mean, it like is a thing to cool my systems, but it feels like a heart pulse, So he basically has water cooling inside.
Damn, dude, like a PC.
Yeah.
But time will tell that air cooling is just as efficient as water cooling. You know what I mean?
Oh no, we already know. It's just right now, water cooling is only efficient for large scale server rack setups.
Yeah,
where
dude,
you have like thousands.
If for the Borg, water cooled, dude.
Borg are definitely water cooled. That's why they have all those hoses and stuff. That's what that's
these
for.
Dudes, this one single fucking Data dude. Just use air cool, dude.
Just stick some Noctua NHD12s inside them, and then you just
done,
just wear a kilt.
Yeah. Cool the ghoulies out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So she's like, oh, this guy's in tip top shape. He's probably an Iceman. Because look at his skin. He's all white.
She's very confident. Yeah. She always goes, she doesn't say maybe it's this. She goes, no, he's an Iceman.
He's an Iceman.
Definitely.
She's one of those people that like, why like they bother you, but they've done like nothing wrong. You know what I mean? Like for some reason, like something about them is like really annoying, but like they've done nothing obviously offensive, but like for some reason you're just like, shut the fuck up, bitch. Like,
yes,
I don't know. You know what I mean?
I think because she's so confidently wrong. I think that's a big part of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But then you're like, it's not her fault. Like she doesn't have the information.
But because
she's a simpleton.
But because she's wrong, and also Data goes, wait, how do you know there's monsters in those mountains if you've never been? She goes, well, it's just no. And like, okay, so you don't know, but you're pretending you know. So that is.
But I mean,
she's very little humility on display.
I also don't know, like she was dealing with all these people with radiation poisoning, but like she was around all these rocks too. Just because she didn't have one around her neck, but she never got anything. She never got like she never
she was like a superwoman.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. She was definitely a goddamn witch, dude.
It's also just possible that because she never had physical contact with it, it never affected her.
No, I like my theory. She's a witch.
Also, the way she talked, like her cadence and rhythm of speaking,
I think that's what it is.
It made me think of narration from Looney Tunes cartoons.
Oh, okay. That's really specific. Okay, sure, yeah, I can see that. Yeah,
it reminded me of the song. What was the song?
Yeah, exactly. She spoke like Darude Sandstorm. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. If I have another kid, I'm gonna name him Daruth Sandstorm. Ron
DeRusi?
Deruvio Sandstorm. So this lady's really confident, dude. Here's the thing: is she could be president, dude. I like your confidence, dude.
I mean, this lady's ChatGPT.
Yeah, she's like, you know what? You have the gold blutes, and you got to get it treated, dude. And so basically, she's like, you're a snow person. Look at your eyes. You got them albino eyes, dude. Yeah, from the albino hills. And she's like, oh yeah, and so everyone's like, oh yeah, he's the snowman guy. Mm-hmm. And so they find the radiation pieces, and he's like, dude, you should sell this because you need money, dude. He's like, you think this healthcare thing's free, dude? This costs, dude. You owe the witch so much money, dude. She's gonna fucking break your legs if you don't pay. She's like, did you let her take her pulse? It's like, oh fuck, you owe her so much money.
You messed up.
Yeah. Did you step into her ambulance? Oh my god. Oh my god.
This conversation is so American.
Yeah.
It is. It's sad.
We're so sad.
Why did you call her? Why didn't you take a lift to the fucking place? Oh like, no.
Goddamn idiot, dude.
You should have walked.
Yeah. You're a goddamn simpleton, dude. You grab your severed limb and you take it to her.
Idiot. You should have called an Uber to take you there.
Uber.
Stupid.
Cheaper.
So he basically goes, all right, well, I guess I sell it, dude. So he goes and sells it, and he sells it to this dude, fucking actor Mike Haggerty.
Wazowski?
And I love this actor. He's the character actor that's been in like Seinfeld. You see him and you're like, oh yeah, he's been in a million fucking movies.
Which person is this one?
The
dad?
No, the locksmith, not the locksmith. The
guy that's like on the hunt.
Yes,
like
the
trying to find.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
And he the one that buys the radiation pieces.
Oh, right.
He's a character actor. I love this character actor. He's in every fucking show.
Is the dad somebody? Because the dad looks familiar to me. Is he anybody? The girl's dad.
Somebody's dad. Somebody's.
We don't know if he's somebody's dad. I mean, he may not. Be.
I mean, doesn't he look familiar to people? I don't know. He looks familiar to me.
The actor's name is Michael Rothar, and
he was never on TNG before. He's not been in that many things, actually.
No.
So if
he just has one of those faces that look like he's.
Oh, actually, no. Okay, he's been in a few, but very small roles. Lots of really tiny roles. But Malcolm in the Middle, the practice.
But Mike Haggerty, he's got that face. So you're like, oh yeah, I've seen him in a bunch of stuff.
Mike Haggerty's got and his voice is really distinct. Yeah, he was actually a Klingon in a previous episode, and
he was in Curb. He was in not Tool Time. What was the show with Tim Allen?
Oh, Home Improvement. Home Improvement. Yeah. I also used to always call that show Tool Time instead of Home Improvement. Yeah.
He's been in every show, like that. Friends, Seinfeld. He's been in everything. Yeah. Mike Haggerty. But anyway, he goes to him, and then some idiot for some fucking reason, another one of the locksmiths.
Yeah.
He drops this. The
whole anvil just fucking falls on him.
And he's like,
Well, apparently the wood had rotted and it fell on him. Like it's not like he did it to himself.
But it was funny. As he was hitting it, it was hyper wobbly. They should have been, as soon as they saw it being wobbly, they were like, "Stop! This is a wobbly anvil."
It's a small indie society. Please understand.
Yeah, they don't have the safety precautions that modern society has.
Also, why is an anvil on top of wood?
To stabilize it, Marvin.
If you put it on top of like a rock or like
Marvin. If they put it on the floor, it's gonna get rusted.
Ground?
It's gonna rust, dude. You don't know anything about anvils, dude. Yeah,
dude. I know nothing. Yeah, I know.
If you want to know about sandstorms, we'll fucking come to you, dude. Other than that, you don't. Sandstorms. Stay away from anvils, dude.
They get everywhere.
Yeah. Fuck up.
Yeah, dude. So this anvil guy's like, comedically, he's like, goddamn, thing's killing me, dude. Silly. And they're like, gather. Does anybody have a rudimentary lathe or level? And so.
It's a very Worf's barrel type of moment because you see how it's super hollow.
Just pick it up, idiots! And
it's just bouncing off of him,
and everyone's like, "Oh my god, the Iceman is strong!" And so they're like, "Oh, put it down, dude. Don't be a freak, dude. Put it down." And he puts it down, and they're like, "Oh, this guy's."
It would have been hilarious if he put it back down on his leg, and he's like, "Okay."
Another thing would have been really funny if that witch doctor is like, "You got to get naked. I got to inspect all of you."
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I gotta see.
And that's when she like discovers his button and to turn him off, and she goes,
"Oh
"What's
yeah,
that?"
Button.
yeah,
Button.
button." But he's like,
I wonder if Sarah
dude.
thinks the father guy looks like James Caan.
James Caan?
Oh yeah,
That's kind of a James Caan kind of look about him.
A little bit, not
Maybe.
really.
He just has
No,
one of
not
those
really.
faces. Like he looks familiar.
he looks much kinder than James Caan.
That's true.
Yeah.
So.
And so he helps them, and then there's a funny scene where like the teachers like teaching like a class, the doctor, and then like he keeps like pushing her, like Data. He's like, I think this is a stupid theory you have, and she's like, no, it's sound science.
There's no fire is not trapped in wood, you dumbass.
And so anyway, so the dad starts getting sick. He's got like fucking radiation poisoning, and then the little girl gets it too, and then everybody because he sells the fucking metal. Everyone who buys or uses the metal now is getting sick. And Mike Haggerty's like, he comes in and he's like, this motherfucker's poisoning us, dude. We gotta fucking kill him, dude. The only way to get rid of these ghosts that are attacking our bodies is by burning him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what what were they gonna do with him?
They're just angry and they don't know what to do. You know, and if it is an illness, like maybe they were like, he is like a carrier of like if we're talking about like the understanding of illness during like medieval times and stuff, they thought literally like smell carried the plague, you know?
Oh my God, dude.
So like they didn't know what they were doing. Like they had no idea. So
look, they were trying their best, okay?
Yeah. So I mean, I think it's a combination of mob mentality, being angry and not sure what to do next, combined with, well, he seems to be a carrier of something because they have no other. And you know, so
oh man. So anyway, they want to kill him, and like he just starts fucking pushing people around, dude. Data, because he's strong. But they catch him slipping, dude, and they rip half his face off, dude. And they realize he's a robot, and they're like, "Oh, he's a goddamn fucking wizard, dude. Let's get the fuck out of here." And they get out of there, and then he goes and hides, and the little girl's got radiation poisoning, and she's like, "Oh."
He got his own chemistry set too. He's like trying to like,
and he makes
got test tube somehow.
He makes not a telescope, a microscope.
And make as many magnifying glass lenses as he needs.
Yeah.
And he's very good at that.
Because she has just one, and he's like, you could make more. You get the more lenses, the thicker the shaft, the stronger the polarity.
Yeah.
And so he builds a crazy telescope, and the lady keeps it. She's like, I'm gonna keep this, dude, saying I invented it.
Or a microscope.
Yeah. And so he figures out
the
how
other
to
way
cure
around.
them.
A telescope is a microscope.
He's like, you know what, dude?
Yeah, true.
I'm gonna put this cure in the water, dude. The cure for wellness is in the water, dude. And he puts it in there. He's like, I'm gonna put fluoride in here and make everyone have good teeth.
Like it seems like he's trying to sneak it in, but then everyone like confronts him as he's doing it.
Yeah.
He just dumps it. It's like
he dumps it, and then but no one says like,
you would
and no
think
one cares that he dumped
like
it in
after
there. It's
that
like,
they would be like, hey, we shouldn't
drink
do
our
water supply.
Yeah, let's not drink our water, dude. Everyone's like, it's fine. We killed them. The spirits are gone. Let's drink the water. Let's cool ourselves from this killing.
What needed to happen is he did it quickly. Like he was taking so long. He was just like slowly walking over.
Yeah, why, dude? He's got super speed. Get in there and fucking like the Flash.
She just ran in, poured it in, and that's when he should have been caught, after he already poured it in. So they don't see him pouring it in, and they just think he's trying to tamper with the water supply in general.
And he takes so long.
That'd be cleaner.
While he pours the thing in the water, someone comes behind him like fucking T2, Terminator 2, and they spear him. Like, remember at the end of T2?
Yeah.
And then he gets shocked because that's pretty cool.
And then the red eye slowly fades out.
Yeah. He's like, and then he gives a thumbs up. He's like, now I know. He tells the little girl, now I know why you cry. And he
while giving her a thumbs up.
Yeah. Now I know why.
and
wish all the movie moments together.
And they're lowering him into the well. Like it's just all happening at once. Yeah.
The girl is with him as he's lowering in while he gives her a thumbs up.
Yeah. And he touches her tear.
And the girl says back to him, "You're terminated."
Yeah. And so
T123. That's what the
yeah. And then she goes, "There's robots out there this big." and so they bury him. They're like, the only way you get rid of this goddamn ghoul is to bury him, dude. So they bury him, and they they put the radiation parts in the little case, and so they all show up. The people who shows up at the end? Deanna and Riker.
It's Beverly and Riker.
Oh, Beverly.
Yes.
And she's like, "Oh, he's buried here. Let's get him." And so they just fucking zoom him up there. What is it called? Not zoom in. What is it called?
Transporting him up.
Yeah, they transport him out of there.
Okay, here's the thing though. So Riker says we could just transport him up, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Why isn't that the way?
He's like, I don't want to dig a hole, dude.
Yeah. But then if that's the case, why didn't they just detect the radiation from a distance and transport that up without sending data?
Marvin, that'd be too easy, dude.
Radiation is hard to transport.
It's hard to track radiation.
Also, like Superman, they can't see into the radiation case. So they don't know if it's really in there or not. So it's Schrodinger's case, you know?
No, but the case is what Data took with him to contain the pieces of metal.
Maybe they can't transport into that case. So they're like, that's why we got to send data.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We could transport the radiation pieces.
They don't have miles
else
anymore. They're not that good at transporting.
They're not good at it.
They don't have the Steven Seagal of fucking.
You know what? That makes the most sense to me. They're like, shit, we still haven't hired a good transporter since Miles left.
This guy sucks, dude.
Yeah. The guy who can
this new guy we got.
Yeah.
He doesn't have hair, but if there's a fight and there's an oil drum, he could fight like a
That's all he's good for.
Yeah.
Like 1 out of every 9 transports, someone's missing a finger.
Yeah. He gets drunk and he starts going, "Oi, fuck you, mate," and just starts fucking headbutting people.
The fact that Miles O'Brien was like now runs basically the logistics, like engineering of an entire like starbase, basically means that he was dramatically like underutilized in the Enterprise. Like he's basically Geordi level of engineering, and they just have him work the transport room.
Better, dude. Yeah. So at the end, they build back Data, and he's like, "Oh, for my logs, I could tell that I was getting too many text messages, and it overloaded, and it fucking buzzed me, you know, and I lost all my." And then I feel like Picard went, "Ugh, your hair looks gross. Put some pomade on that shit, dude."
Yeah. 3 flowers in that.
Fucking hippie. And cut those sideburns.
Yeah. He shows up for one line. That's it, Picard.
Yeah.
Finally got
to get paid, dude.
Well, and then the reason is, he did want to get paid for the episode because otherwise he was doing, I think, a one-man show in England at the time.
He was performing A Christmas Carol.
Yes, that's what it was. Yeah. So he was doing his one-man version of A Christmas Carol in England. And so he came back just to cash the paycheck for the line.
Yeah, dude. He's like, cut the check.
Wow.
So anyway, it's fine. He's alive and well, and he's still wearing. I don't get why like they rebuild him with his old timey fucking clothes. Like, why don't you just get him naked?
Or back into his uniform.
Yeah.
They just had to work on him you know.
Here's the thing. How come nowadays they don't give you dignity if you go to the hospital? Do you mean they make you put the fucking assless fucking gown, dude? Right?
You need the access. We've talked about this.
But I understand, Marvin. I understand. But here, they're rebuilding a whole fucking goddamn robot, dude. That got
speared in the future.
Chest. And they let him wear his fucking old timey fucking clothes. But now, if I go in for a fucking my butthole hurts, they're like, you gotta go assless and put on this fucking gown, dude. You get no fucking respect here, dude. And everyone's got to see your butthole, dude.
Jesus.
Yeah. But
that's before they start pointing and laughing.
Yeah, dude.
Once you're knocked out, they actually disrobe you and go, look at this idiot.
Yeah. Look at
he actually got
They make sure to record it so you can see it later.
Yeah. Look at this guy's big old Bush, dude. We should call him Bush the third.
Ricardo Bush Jr.
Yeah. And so I don't understand that, Marvin. You tell me why.
Because they need access, and also they don't want.
But why not give us a little dignity, dude?
You don't deserve dignity.
I don't like that, dude. I don't.
If you're unhealthy, you're undignified.
Yeah, I don't like that.
In fact, you got to pay them in order to gain your dignity back. That's
why
part
not
of your
give me
hospital
like
bill.
paper? Give me paper fucking boxers, dude. Don't let me just walk around with my ass hanging out, my like just dick out in the wind, dude. I'm not gonna get overheated. I'm not a robot, dude. You know?
Yeah. Well,
let me have some dignity. You know?
No. Not in America. Not in this economy.
Yeah. But in the Starship, dude, they're like, he's wearing a fucking turtleneck. Leave it on, dude. We'll fix that hole up in no time.
What do you call that? It's not quite a cravat, but I don't know.
It's just a high collar for
It's
shirt,
a gentleman's collar, dude. It's called the uncircumcised shirt. But that's the end, and it's a simple fucking storyline. And
one of these days, one of our fans needs to go through and find the percentage of episodes that have some sort or that don't refer to dick skin in any sort of way.
That's hard.
And or foreskin.
That's tough.
Like if they want to delineate between.
That's hard.
That's gonna be hard.
What she said, dude.
It's been years.
Yeah. Ricardo, keeps us solid.
Yeah, exactly.
I keep us non-flaccid, as I like to say. You know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Keep us semi-rigid.
Yeah, keep us half erect.
Yeah.
Prepared.
Yeah.
This is a 6. It's
this
doesn't have a lot going on. This is like a weaker version.
The more I talk about it, the I start off with like, maybe it's a 7. Maybe there's some funny moments, and then I'm like this. It just doesn't make sense. I'm closer to you know what? I'm going 5, dude.
That's fine. I feel like it's like a weaker version of combining Ensigns of Command and Who Watches the Watchers.
I don't even know what you're talking about. You're talking gibberish to me, dude.
So Ensigns of Command is the one where Data was sent down to the colony that was going to get destroyed because if they didn't leave, they will all die. The one that the guy who talked like fucking John Wayne and they redubbed him.
Oh yeah. I'll say.
Granger Hines. Granger Hines played the elder leader. He's like, my father is buried on that mountain, and his father's father before him. But that isn't his voice. And then, and in that episode, there's a lady who falls in love with him. So there's also like a female that is like his ally.
What's the episode where like he meets a little girl and like he has to take her?
That was
Pen
Pals.
That is Pen Pals. So that it's also a bit similar to Pen Pals. Again,
that was a Prime Directive episode where it's like, well, she's on a planet that's like dying and like.
Interestingly, this is not.
I'm gonna go with a 5 too. Like I just
a
52.
It was kind of like meh.
A 52.
5. No. 5 comma 2.
Okay.
I don't know.
Tambien.
Tambien.
Yeah.
It just was okay. I mean, I don't know. It's interesting that Deanna is now a what do you call it? Like a commander, I guess.
You think Beverly's jealous? She's like, God damn it.
Okay. Well, she is a commander as well, so
it feels a bit
that's
like
what I mean. Like jealous
that
like she now is the same rank. She's like, I used to be able to boss it around now. No, I can't. You know.
It feels like to me, it feels like it was easier than I thought it would be.
It feels like I could be a commander.
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at. Like it feels it feels like the rank itself is cheapened by what happened in this episode.
That's kind of true. It feels like if you just cram for a weekend, anyone can be a commander.
Yeah. Might be how it is in the future.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Right.
So I thought that it would be, a little bit more involved.
Yeah, dude. Now I'm gonna call myself commander.
Okay, so that's Cobra the thing. Commander. Okay, I might lower it to a 5 now because I have this realization. Because I was gonna say the most interesting part of the episode is not the Data stuff. It's just the Deanna trying to navigate what it's like to get into command. But now I'm realizing the test itself is so nothing. It's basically just like. Yeah, so that
did they have any throwaway lines to like a bunch of other tests that they just don't show you?
Yeah, they did. So they like remember
is it just a written exam like at the DMV?
Well, Riker was like, "No, you passed all the other tests. You passed the diplomacy test, whatever, blah blah, bridge command test, all that."
So it's like you're left to assume that like she breezed through a bunch of other things that would have been required. But
what
you don't get to see any of it.
What is to prevent just like some ensign out of Starfleet just from taking the command test and taking the?
I guess they got to promote up into that like spot first, and then they can take it.
Do you have to be promoted to lieutenant commander before you can take the command test? Is that what's going on?
Maybe.
I guess that makes sense because when the Enterprise in disaster, the episode that Deanna was referencing, where she became bridge, the only other 2 people there was Ro, who was an ensign, and Miles O'Brien, who was an enlisted man. So I guess ensign is still below the rank of lieutenant commander, even though Deanna had not had command training. But did Ro not? Because Ro graduated Starfleet Academy, and I don't think Deanna did. I think Deanna is just a ship's counselor, but because of her position is given the rank of lieutenant commander. What's going on? I'm not sure how this works.
I don't get this. I'll bet that someone has like a thorough explanation that is a patchwork of retcons.
Yeah.
Probably.
Kind of.
I'm just going to say that.
Yeah. So that's probably why, like the same way like Miles O'Brien's ranking has been retconned like a billion times.
Right, exactly. I feel like it's a similar type of situation here. But yeah, 5, 6 sounds about right. I think 6 is fine for my score here. There was one bit in it that I feel like I wonder if this is the case. This is just like if you're an old Best Friends fan, like of the Super Best Friends, you know, where Gia, the little girl, tells Data about how her mom died and now like she went to like, you know, a heaven-like place where no one ever gets sick.
Right.
And then she asked Data, do you think there's really a place like that? And Data just looks up at the moon.
Oh yeah.
It makes me wonder if that's where Pat got his idea.
For what? For
there's like this is very niche now, but like there's
for his opening of his stream. The stream.
No. When he says, "When I look up at the moon, I see a perfect society." That's like a quote that is often attributed to him.
Oh, interesting. Maybe. I mean, I assumed he's actually just generally looking at the sky because he remembers a starship. And
well, I'm referring directly to like the quote of like Pat from Pat Stares At.
Okay. I'm actually not familiar with that quote. Actually,
okay. The only Pat I know is Pat Sajak.
Yeah, like I said, this is getting very niche now. So
has he passed away? He did.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
Oh, he did?
Sajak?
Yeah, 3 times. He died 3 times. No, he's not. He's still alive.
Oh no, he's
Really?
still alive.
Yeah.
He's still alive. I think he's just retired.
Never ask Ricardo if anyone's alive.
Yeah,
I'm realizing that.
Yeah, I think he's just retired at this point. That's all.
he retired from life.
So he's good as dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, in American society, absolutely. Yeah. So the Discord
Can't
rating.
host a game show. What the hell good are you?
What the fuck are you good for? You know, you either work in a coal mine or you're a game show host. If you can't do either, get the fuck out of my face. The winning score was an 8.
Wow.
The average was a 7.8. So people seem to view this episode kind of highly.
Interesting.
I'm not
okay.
I'm not really sure why. It's a pretty normal
guess
episode.
Maybe I guess there might be a lot of people who thought it was like a good get for Deanna. Because I mean, you know, she is promoted by the end of it and she figures something out and stuff like that.
I don't know if that really does anything for her character, to be honest. Because is her character really enhanced by having a rank change?
No, but number go up.
Yeah, that's like the only thing. Yeah, I feel like you could.
Sometimes that's all you need.
I guess
all you need is love.
Also, someone pointed out in the chat, it's like, so when they did Pen Pals, they wiped the girl's memory, but in this one, the girl remembers. They all remember everything.
Yeah, there's absolutely not even one mention of Prime Directive here, which is actually
this whole society now will forever remember a crazy robot man that
who taught them many scientific principles that hitherto did not exist.
Yeah, that lady is gonna be like, oh shit, what the fuck are atoms? And she's gonna fucking like make like 10 leaps in scientific progress. This feels weird after fucking the episode.
Maybe the high score is just for that scene. Maybe the high score is just for the scene where Riker communicates via trombone.
That is pretty good. Yeah, that's some fun chemistry between them all.
A little bit of silly business,
silly trombone business. But yeah, that is Thine Own Self. I'm a little surprised.
At first, I thought Thine Own Self would be a reference to like Data refinding his memories or something. But I guess it also kind of applies to Deanna, like
be true to thine own self.
Embracing her own violent Deanna side. Killing.
It was kind of weird when she borrowed, just straight up took. Was it like Beverly's line when she said like just to find her? What was the line?
She said
she's like, to kill or not to kill. That is a question.
It was like I stretch thin. I want to be stretched.
Oh, like I wanted to like stretch my horizons or something, or like stretch my
something regarding the word stretch.
Yeah.
And then when she's like talking to, I don't know. She just stole that line, and that was kind of weird.
Yeah, the line specifically is, I want to stretch myself a little. That's what she says specifically. So
yeah, it makes you wonder.
That's just what you say when you want to tell people what to do.
If she's authentically feeling it, or she's doing it because of the peer pressure around her,
or the jealousy.
I mean, that's a bit of interesting subtext to introduce here.
Yeah, I mean, also I think she did come back probably from her high school reunion feeling a bit like maybe like inadequate. She was like, oh, everyone else is doing so well.
Yeah, like she probably felt a bit stagnant or something.
Yeah, so maybe she just wanted to show off a little, cram for the weekend. The past command.
And apparently it's just that easy. She gets exactly what she wants.
Yeah, dude.
She's either that good or the test is that easy. Yeah,
the test is easy.
But that's Thine Own Self.
How much of the tests are made easier by the fact that she's able to like read and feel emotions?
Yeah. Well, they're in a hologram.
One's probably pretty like that's just straight up cheating. It's good.
That's true. If the holograph could, but the holograph, I don't know if it would give off telepathic vibes.
Yeah, it shouldn't because Luxana was taken in by the Hollow Man. She couldn't read.
Yeah. Right. So, all right. Well. Thank you, everybody, for listening to Thine Own Self. If you guys liked it, give us a like, rating, review, wherever you are. Apple Podcast, YouTube, Podcast Addict, Spotify. You know how it is. And also, check out our Patreon if you want early access to these new episodes. And also, access to our Discord, our private Discord, versions of the episodes without dynamic ads. You get coupons for the store. All that, just go to patreon.com/newbie Star Trek. Or you can also join our YouTube membership, which is the same. I'm in the process of upgrading the entire Patreon backlog to video. So hopefully soon, the entire thing can be video. So basically, there will be very little difference between the YouTube membership and the Patreon. The only difference will be that the Patreon, you can get a dedicated RSS feed if you want to get audio-only versions onto your podcast app of choice early. And the YouTube membership version lets you see the shorts I make a little bit ahead of time before everybody else. So that's patreon.com/newbie Star Trek. Or you can join the YouTube membership. There should be a join button if you're on your phone on an Android. Or if you're on a Apple, you might have to poke around, click a few links, or go to a computer because Apple and Google are still fighting. So yeah, you can do that. Also, check out our merch store. Dude. No, they need to stop fighting so they can join easily by pressing the join button.
And then they'll join and be stronger, dude. Just like Kong and Godzilla did.
No, then they'll make a monopoly, and we don't want that. We don't want them to join forces. We want them to destroy each other, really. Then
that's why let them fight then.
You know what? That's fair. Fight until they're gone. They're destroyed.
Yeah, there you go.
But also, you can check out our merch store, fugitiveframes.store. We got a bunch of shirts there for sale right now, and hopefully a new design in the future. I've been a little busy. I haven't had a chance to put together the one we've been talking about. But yeah, go to fugitiveframes.store in order to check that out. And also, if you guys ever want to send us an email, you can always email us at contact@newbiestartrek.com. That's contact@newbiestartrek.com. This week's episode is from Brian with a Y, and I want to put the link that he talks about into our Discord just in case, because this is titled The Search for a Movie in the DS9 Connection. This is helping Ricardo remember a movie he was talking about. Ooh. So, hey newbies, hey guys, new listener who started listening due to the YouTube shorts. I'm mostly a DS9 fan, but I occasionally dip into your TNG episodes. Ricardo mentioned in the Whispers episode a movie that featured Armin Shimmerman that he didn't realize was in it until he looked at the IMDb. I have a similar movie. In the 90s, I spent an obscene amount of time watching HBO. One of the stranger movies I saw involved a human who was involved in alien arena fighting. I saw it several times over the years, loving it, but never getting the name. It left my mind until my late 20s when I became determined to find the title. And when I did look it up on IMDb, I came to a pleasant surprise. The movie is called Arena, and it features both Armin Shimmerman, the Quacker, and Mark Alamo, Gul Dukat, in prominent roles as an underworld enforcer and a crime boss, respectively. It is a surprisingly good movie, and I highly recommend it to people who love cheesy 80s sci-fi movies with good practical effects. I've included the link below, which is to the IMDb. Keep up the good work, and be well, Brian. So there you go.
Wow.
I'm looking at the trailer, and there's a lot of impressive practical makeup and wardrobe going on.
Yeah, look at that.
I've seen this movie. It's pretty fun. I had the same thing happen with the movie. When I was younger, I would go to Mexico, get sent to Mexico for the summers, and my grandfather would get me he would get me a video store membership, and he'd be like, "Oh, just rent as many movies as you want." And I would rent them, and then if I liked them, I would record them. Oh
yeah.
He had 2 VCRs.
Oh yeah.
And so
classic.
You could probably get 3 movies in one videotape if you used SLP. And one of the movies that I had on there, I forgot to. I must have done it really early, or one of my older cousins might have done it. It didn't record the beginning that has the title. And so it was this movie where the samurai gets frozen in ice. I think I've talked about this.
Oh, I don't remember you talking about this.
And I didn't know the name of it forever. I was like, God damn it. And finally, like, technology and IMDb caught up. And I finally typed in, like, samurai gets trapped in ice movie. And I found a movie, and it's great. I rewatched it. It's called Ghost Warrior.
Ghost Warrior. Okay.
Yeah. The samurai gets he's fighting a dude, and he gets like hit by a bow and arrow. And he falls into the freezing water in Japan, and it's like modern 1980s New York, and he gets unfrozen with this technology, and he's like a fish out of water and stuff. It's really funny.
I think that's actually
the samurai's name is Yoshimitsu.
Oh, cool! All right, so he's a Tekken character, actually.
Yep,
that's how Yoshimitsu from Soul Calibur made it to Tekken. He was frozen and then came. That I think this is actually referenced in Fallout 3 in the Alien DLC, because one of the people you can unfreeze out of the cryogenic chamber is a samurai. So I feel like that's got to be a reference to that. That's pretty specific. But yeah, well, Brian with a Y, thank you very much for taking us into a little dive into Arena.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If you guys want to check out some other stuff we do, because we have another podcast called Would You Stay Tuned, where we review pilots. We just did, or just released, really, because we recorded it a while ago. I just finished editing it. Our episode discussing Severance, so that was fun. Severance was an interesting one. Yeah. And next time we are going to bounce back over to Deep Space Nine into an episode called Shadow Play. Not the NVIDIA Shadow Play, but Shadow Play. So, all right. We'll see you guys next time for that. Goodbye, everybody. See you soon. Bye.
Take care, y'all.
Bye.